I was born in Louisiana, lived there for the first 9 years of my life, and being raised by a single mother, she found a better job opportunity in Hope, Arkansas. Needless to say, I had to learn how to adapt very quickly. I fell in love with this game called football. And I think like a lot of boys, I quickly developed this dream that one day I want to be a professional football player. By the time I graduated from high school, I unfortunately found out that I would not be able to play sports at the college level for 2 years because of academics. My plan was 3 years in the Army, I'll get out when I'm 22, then I'll go to a major college and play football, play 3-4 years of football, I'll be 25, 26 years old when I'm in the NFL. Not even 2 months later, I was on a plane with the rest of my unit in March of 2003, 2 weeks before the war was declared, heading over to the Middle East, heading over to Kuwait City. We had to meet up with a group of guys just north of the city of Karbala and go secure this area. And I drove just a few hundred yards and suddenly, boom. What happened was the front left tire of the Humvee that I was driving, which essentially was right under my feet, ran over a roadside bomb. It immediately exploded. The other 3 soldiers were thrown out of the vehicle because of the force. Within a matter of seconds, this Humvee was now engulfed in flames, and I was completely conscious the whole time that I was trapped inside. I had 34% of my body that was burned, yet it was internally the damage that was threatening whether I was going to survive or not. I started to accept that I was going to die, that I was going to lose my life in this way. And suddenly, after about 5 minutes of being trapped inside of the Humvee, which of course felt like 50 minutes for me, 2 of my sergeants courageously reached inside of the vehicle, pulled me out of the Humvee, and immediately I was medevac, sent to a local medic station set up in Iraq. I was put on a plane and brought back to the United States, and I went to San Antonio, Texas, to the burn center for the military. And as you can imagine, I fell into a deep, dark place, a deep, dark hole of darkness, of anger, regret. I was a victim. I was in the hospital for almost 3 years recovering. As an outpatient, inpatient, outpatient, I had 34 surgeries in that 3-year window. And I just remember when I left, I've had this new thing. This is what I'm gonna do with my life. I'm going to be a motivational speaker. But everybody wasn't calling me or emailing me, we wanna book you, we want you to come and speak here, speak there, and that was frustrating. And luckily I got an opportunity to audition to become an actor on a show on my children, never had any acting experience. But I knew this story. I knew the story of what veterans go through, and I just felt that I was not only representing myself, I was representing that community. And so I showed up to work every single day, just let it all out, being vulnerable. And ultimately I was on the show for 3 years until it ended in 2011, which at that point, ABC had asked me to be on Dancing with the Stars. Paired up with Karina, we worked extremely hard. We would rehearse 8 to 10 hours every single day for 3 months. I look back at that experience and I say it was one of the best moments of my life. My greatest accomplishment to date is by far being a father. When my daughter said something to me, she said, "Daddy, have you ever met your daddy?" And I said, "No, I haven't." And she says, "Why not?" And I said, "I don't think my daddy was ready." She paused and she said, "Well, I'm glad you were ready to be a daddy because you've always been there for me when I've needed you." And that's it. That's what it's about right there. For me to be honored by the Red Cross is truly a tremendous honor because I think I am one of the individuals that ultimately represents what the Red Cross is about. It's about service. It's about being a part of something bigger than ourselves. All of us should be inspired not only by this evening, it should be inspired by the Red Cross, but more importantly, how can we get involved? What more can we do? Because every single one of us, including myself, can do so much more. They need us, we need them. And as long as we understand that that's the way it's gonna work, we're all gonna be a little bit more willing to give and help each other out.